Hey, this is Master Ken. I'm ready to show you guys how to sew a Kuk Sool martial art uniform. So I like them to look all clean and crisp and uniform. It's just amazing. And this is the best part, putting the uniforms on the patch. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. It's already starting to look great. It's starting to look Kuk Sool-y. All right, so this is a small uniform, which poses kind of a problem because their back is so small that a lot of times their belt comes right across here and covers this patch. So we don't want to do that. This is our fist logo. So what we're going to do is I like to start with the fist logo in between the armpit seams. So you just kind of go by these and say, right there should be like the middle of this fist logo, like that, and here. So let me grab my pins. You should have some pins. You're going to use like a color that's contrasting so you can see it. And then just to kind of find the center here, what we're going to do is I flip this over and I stick this needle through until it's showing. I don't know if you can see that very good. Let me get a close-up. You want to stick the needle through until it's showing right in the middle of that tab, okay? And then I like to fold it up straight and push it through like that. So I can see right where the center of the uniform is. And it also helps, excuse me, I leave that in until I'm done sewing the top of this top patch, because the top patch sometimes will have, you'll end up sewing the tag onto the patch. So we don't want to do that because it's just like amateur level, you know. This is a pro tip video, so let's do it the professional way. So we got that lined up here, boom, and then we get that lined up there. We got this lined up here, and this patch we're going to pin first. Usually there's a little more space, but like I said, this is a kid's uniform, so there's not very much at all. But you're going to space this equally between this patch and the collar, okay? Just like that. All right, now we start adding pins to hold this in place, okay? Kuk Sool patch and the South Korea patch. So the Kuk Sool patch goes on the left, and you know this if you do Kuk Sool because this is where you grab on a Buksu 9, right? So we know that's going to be on our left as we're looking at it, and all the flags go on their left side as they're wearing it. So the Korean flag and the national flag go there. So here, once again, we're going to use the armpits to center. So the armpit here finds the center. So I'm going to pull this down a hair. And then this is centered this way. So that looks good. So I grab my needles. I hold it down. I start at this top corner. And I'm going to go up because I'm going in that. They're pointing in counterclockwise. That way I can sew clockwise. good. So now we got everything. Placement is done. Time for a little drink of herbal tea. That's good stuff. We slide it in there once we get the correct shoulder, the left shoulder, and we slide it in just like that. So this is one of the hardest parts because it's the sleeves literally wrapped around this. Now this is the smallest uniform, so you can see that even with the smallest uniform it fits. So that's pretty awesome. Now, since we still have this crease which marks the top of the shoulder, that's going to go, you know, the flag's going to go right on the middle of that. So what I like to do is I'm going to zoom in here so you guys can see what's going on. Wait for it. All right. So you see there's a shoulder seam and then there's a crease on the top. So we're going to use the seam to make sure that our flag is straight, and then we're going to use the crease to make sure it's centered. So I just put the center of the flag on the crease. And then I like to give it a half a centimeter, 1/4 inch right there before, you know, between the shoulder seam and the top of the flag. Then we place it and boom, lock it in, double check it, make sure it looks good. And I like to put my hand underneath on this one. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we did all our sewing now. We just got to clean it up a little bit because you'll have these little strings. Everywhere you start and stop, you'll have a little string sticking out. So you just got to go through and you snip it with some scissors or a little sewing seam ripper. Boom. And you collect all that string and save it for the birds so they can make a little bird nest out of your Kuk Sool strings.